Hello everybody, this is Lita and Sarah's here today too.
Yep.
It's a bit dark in here. I was trying to fix the light so it's not too bad. But it's always, my house is too dark, just too dark. So anyways. Today Sarah and I decided there was a tag going on, and it's from Mandy. Mandy Reborn fans. But I got the information from Wendy of Weebie Dolls. Um, so, um, and we found the tag very interesting. If you want to find out from them, you should go look at Mandy Reborn Reborn fan. Yeah, Mandy Reborn fan, and she did it with her daughter. And I watched the video; it was really interesting. And then Wendy, she followed the same questions, and she did it too. So we decided we were going to do it too. So we might as well start now. And so the first, oh yeah, it's also about the tags are about lazy. The I say I do it like for now and when I was younger. It's Saturday lazy morning tag. So what you do on your lazy morning Saturday when you were a kid, and I'm still gonna talk about now too because yeah, we a long time ago. Okay, so the first question is, what's your favorite breakfast food?
Well, me, I used to love, oh yeah,
Hmm? They're crepes.
no.
Or you mean the pancakes you're talking about? Okay,
Yes.
there's just crepes
God.
and there's pancakes.
It's
Okay.
just
Crepes are
brain.
flatter and pancakes are thicker.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it was
Yeah.
pancake.
Okay, pancakes.
That's what I was trying to say, but I didn't want to come out.
Well,
Yeah.
and you still like them today?
Well, I like them, but
Not as much.
another thing I like also is I like to eat toast with something like Nutella, something like that. But yeah, and cereal. And my cereal is less sweeter than it was a child because I screwed down on a lot of sugar. So, yeah.
For me, when I was a child, my dad would make pancakes and crepes. He did both, and I really love those. And since we live in Canada, some people that doesn't live in Canada, because I'll do it for people in the States too, but we have maple syrup, and it's really good on pancakes. Um, so yeah, maple syrup is really good on pancakes. And some people liked French toast. French toast was never my thing. What else? I liked eggs for a long time, different types of eggs. Now it's like I don't like eggs anymore. When I was a kid and growing up, I ate a lot of eggs. Let's see. So yeah, I just eat cereal. I can't say it's my favorite thing,
No,
but
no, man.
yeah.
I try to because pancake cannot always do that.
Well,
Make
you
them.
can make them, but you
But
don't do it
my
every
aunt, when I
day.
go to my aunt,
Mm.
she does the crepe, which is our tin.
They're the one the crepes. Yeah.
But are oh god, so good. And she
Mm-hmm.
like the real maple syrup.
It is. That's what I'm talking about. The real maple syrup. I had crepes with fruit in it. They would wrap the crepes with strawberries and everything, and then they would put this white sauce on it, like this cream sauce, and then I would put some maple syrup a little bit on top with that. Oh, super good, super good. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'd say crepes are my favorite. Yeah, crepes are my favorite breakfast, more than pancakes. Um, and yeah, today if I could make a special cream with, I think I would make myself crepes
Yeah,
again.
if it
Just that I can't
was
eat
like
strawberries. I have a lot of dietary issues, so yeah, that's why. All right, number two, favorite Saturday morning cartoons or any cartoons.
well, me, because I was born in the 1970, I had a lot of different cartoons. It's mostly Saturday morning cartoons, and because for us we only had two channels, one French, one English. That's it. because my parents didn't know cable, they didn't know what it means. So that's a good thing because I would go outside, pass the day outside, spend the day outside, um, going on my bike around. I used to
That's
be
activity. I was saying
yes,
cartoons.
yeah, but that's what I
Oh,
mean.
you're talking about when you
But
were younger.
my favorite
Yeah.
cartoon of all time, it is like without the holidays, it was Bugs Bunny and the Tweety Show, the old Bugs Bunny, oh God, yeah, and sometimes the Flintstones because that was my mom's favorite too. So we watched it and we grew up with that. Um, I used to do also Smurf, but in French, and then in the holiday, that was very special because then you had Asterix and Obelix and Lucky, which is French, and that was like a special treat, just like Mickey Mouse's special treat only in the holiday. But yeah, to say my favorite cartoon is yeah, I have many, and today I do my own um, cartoon characters, my own drawings, and it's all coming out of my head here. Which all I needed is confidence. And now I love like a lot of cartoons. I watch animes, which back then I didn't even know what that meant. Um, but when it's really show, I never stopped watching it. And really, these days it's mostly like a Tinkerbell, the less violent one. I like cartoons. They are supposed to be for kids, but I guess I grew up, but I'm still a kid inside. Like I love my dolls. I collect dolls, so yeah, I love cartoons. Always did.
Well, the movie that I really fell in love with this year was Trolls.
Me too.
Trolls, there's just something about it. I fell in love. I saw Moana. Some people love it. To me, it was okay. To make me think more of a normal kids movie. But the Trolls was just something different for me, and it just got me. And I'm in love with the Trolls movie. But when I was a child, I can't pick a favorite one because there are many that I did like. But after school, when I would go home on lunch times, I would watch this Flintstones. I was trying to think. The Flintstones. I would go home, have lunch, watch the Flintstones, go back to school. That's what I do every time. So that was one I watched a lot of. I had Bugs Bunny, all the type of Bugs Bunny and Tweety Show too, the one with Tweety Show, and I love that. I love the old Mickey Mouse. I love the old Care Bears. Let me see, the Smurfs definitely. I even liked La Banda Ovid à la Video. That's a French one, but I think they have it. They might have had an English after.
Yeah.
DuckTales. I could keep going on and on. I had a lot of them that I did like. So I can't tell you a specific one because I could go on and on and on because there's French and English ones. We both speak both French and English, so there was like French and English cartoons we watched a
Yeah,
lot
like
of.
Smurf, it's always been French.
Smurfs,
So.
yeah, except no, it's English too now. But
yeah, but for me,
when we
it's
were young,
strange.
we watched it in French. So
Yeah.
for us, watching it in English is weird. And
Yeah.
we're actually trying to find the whole series. Not easy to find these days.
No.
But yeah, but we're trying to find the whole series in French, not English, which is more complicated. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to do. Let me see. Anime right now is my top favorite of any movie. There's just something about it. And then any cartoons. Anime is my favorite. I have many. One of them that touches my heart a lot. It's called Air, and
Yes.
yeah, it's about a girl that she was born like in the sky, like fly in the sky. She was like an angel,
Yeah.
and she went down to earth and was not supposed to live there. So she did. Yeah, she wasn't supposed to live there, so she only lives for so long. So it's very touching. Yeah, and there's other stuff that goes on in it, but that's just a big part of that one. And yeah, so I'm just very much into anime. So that's what is my favorite cartoons, if you want to call it. It's not really cartoon, but yeah, that is my favorite of all time is anime. Next, and not all anime, sorry, some anime, but a lot of them. Next is, what is your favorite activities to do on the weekend? Now, then you can talk about what you were doing when you were
Not
younger.
like
Mm-hmm.
us back in the
Mm-hmm.
70s. We had, when it was sunny and no rain, we had to be outside. Unless, like, we had a carton on Saturday morning,
Mm-hmm.
but not all day, because we didn't have Teletoon and all that. We
Mm-hmm.
only had a specific cartoons we would watch in the morning. Then after that, my father would say, "Okay, time to go outside,"
Mm-hmm.
because we would go and sometimes we helped in the garden, which I don't really like, but that's the way it was. But yeah, riding my bike, that was one of my favorites because I love the feeling of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
yeah,
do I.
but the only thing today with my health issues, I
It's
used
harder
to
to get
love.
around.
Yeah, right now I can't. I used to have a scooter, and a scooter, an handicap scooter. That was like riding a bike, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't have to use my knee, which are not too good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to ride that, and I used to go like full speed, and I
Mm-hmm.
felt like freedom. That's
Yeah.
I would call that my Cadillac because for me it's like wow. But yeah, as a child, a child to until until I couldn't uh, use my bike anymore because I couldn't. The bike was in mint condition. I was the one who had problem. So what I did is I decided to do different things. That's when I started to walk if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I tried to keep myself busy, so I started to more recent years. I started to go on Facebook to meet my friends and some of my family that are back home where I used to live, and I would make new friends. And then I started only last year thing. I started a doll group, and I started making friends with other people who love dolls. Me, I always loved dolls. That's another thing. One of my favorite things was to play with my dolls when I was a child. Um, and if my doll was like nobody left there, all the feeling was gone. I didn't want to get rid of it. That was, that's my dolly, and she's not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I used to call her Lucia, like my grandmother. So yeah, but today, yeah, I started a group because I felt that today it's always the certain type in certain types, like different places. And I said, okay, I'm gonna open a dog group. It's gonna be like they have to come through me or some of my friends
Me
to get in.
or her husband.
Oh, my husband,
Yeah.
because I wanted a group that we can enjoy our doll,
Mm-hmm.
show our dolls, say, hey, I had to do this and that, and look how cute my doll is, and respect each other.
That's right.
That's how I was raised to respect people. Uh, Someone who's an elderly, I would. That's another thing. So I said, okay, we're gonna start that. And from that, Leela thought of me and said, why don't we do a meetup group? And I said, oh my God, that would be fun, but I I cannot go because I cannot take the buses with my wheelchair because it's a electronic wheelchair.
Mhm.
So I was
And
like,
it's really
damn,
big. It's really hard to get on the bus with it.
yeah. They never showed me how. So anyway, so she decided to do the group in my building. I was like, that's the first time I had the group. I had so much fun that the time space we had, it went
Fast, yeah.
so fast.
Mhm.
But I met new friends, and I had uh, older people, a young child,
Mhm.
and we all got along so well. It went like no drama, like
That's right.
no
No drama at
annoying
all.
each other. So
Mhm.
this is something I love to do is collect dolls. I collect the old-fashioned doll and the doll that looks very realistic. But yeah, also my other very big passion, my pastime is drawing
Mhm.
cartoons. I draw my cartoons ever since I met my future husband. He showed me
He's
that.
your husband now.
Yes, but back
When
then
you
he was.
started, you didn't
Yeah,
know him, and yeah, it started that
yeah,
way.
and he showed me that I could
Mhm.
draw,
Yeah.
and that if I
You could have
made
said your
mistake,
future husband, that is your
yeah,
husband now.
no, but back then
I'll
it
be
was
right back.
because the first time I met him,
Mhm.
yeah, I said my future husband because we just started knowing each other, and he realized that I wanted to draw. I said, oh, come on, I can't do it. Everybody's gonna laugh at me anyway because I didn't have a good experience with.
Sorry.
Okay, I think the pots are fighting each other.
Yep.
Pots and
Exactly.
pans. But yeah, the thing is, yeah, I wanted to learn, but when I tried to learn, I was being laughed at. So I said, I don't want that. But him, he showed me what I was doing wrong, how to do it right without laughing at me. And then now I can create cartoons. I can look at a painting that is only a background, and I will see a character in there. And people are like, what do you see? Oh, don't worry. I have a very big imagination, and I'm a dreamer. Sometimes I even dream of characters that I've never made yet. So yeah, that is one of my two big passions is my dolls and my cartoons. And yeah, my 3DS too. But yeah, 3DS is more like that is something I never knew before I met my husband. I didn't even know what a 3D, the Game Boy, black and white Game Boy. I was like,
Yeah.
what's that? So he bought me a Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, what is that thing? I started playing it, and I was like, hey, that's fun. So yeah, now I'm addicted. We've been married 15 years, and I don't think I'll ever get bored of playing new games because this is something that, but like I play that, but mostly I love to play with my babies because I always wanted to be a mama, but my body's not, it couldn't go through the mama part because of a lot of health issues. And I decided my baby deserved to have a mom healthy enough to be able to take care of that baby. And I decided to not have children because I love them too much. So yeah. So the next question.
No, because I haven't done mine yet.
Oops.
You can
Sorry.
pause it for a minute.
Okay.
And we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Okay, so it's my turn. I Sarah had a lot to say, but that's okay. So my favorite activity. Okay, since I've been young, okay, I have loved arts and crafts though, and all kind. Yeah, I'm just an artsy person. I love arts, and when I was young, when I was 9 and a half, I got sick with leukemia. I was in hospital for 13 months, and between those times, well, I had leukemia. I wasn't allowed to be in. I was in uh, a um, a one room um, for my protection.
She was like under quarantine for safety.
For my safety, yeah.
In your health.
And so, for those times, they wanted to make sure that I had something to do. So they brought me lots of arts and crafts stuff to do. And when I was 10, on my 10th birthday, my grandpa bought me like a TV and a 3D, no, a Nintendo. That's what it was. The first Nintendo that came out. Yeah. So I had that, and yeah. So, but I remember always being artsy and loving arts. I also, on the weekend when I was younger, loved. Okay, growing up, it doesn't just when I was younger. Other favorite activities is being outdoors. I loved outdoors. I loved walking the hills. I would climb hills. Even when I got my son, when I was 20, I would climb hills with him. He was excellent at walking. I didn't even need a stroller for him, like some babies need, because he was so good on his feet, because we would do a lot of that. So, yeah, compared to her, I loved gardening. The only thing is my body wasn't good at it. So the way I would garden is I would sit on the ground. That's I've done for many years. Sit down on the ground and just pull weeds or stuff like that. Just sit in where the walkway is. Just sit my butt there and just pull what I needed to pull out there. And I've helped with gardens and stuff like that. And we could grow our own vegetables, and we had chickens for a very long time. So we had our own eggs. So we didn't have to buy as many things as I do have to now, as an adult. So that was a fun thing. Oh, there's another thing that I really loved for many years, and I still love it, is fishing. I loved fishing. I would go out and do a lot of fishing, and I would go again. I just love fishing. I do everything. I don't mind putting the worm, the whatever you want to put in to get the fish. I would do it. I loved fishing. So yeah, those are a lot of activities I do love to do. And let me see anything else. I like to play. I do love to play also. Um, I have like a 3DS. I play games on that. A DS, and I play games on that. So yeah, I did have a 3DS before. But my favorite things is on the computer. I like to play games on computer. I'm sure people know about The Sims, or a lot of people know about The Sims. That's one of them that I really like. There's also, I like the RPG games. So I play a lot of those too. And even just doing activities with my dolls. I like to go and do stuff with my dolls. Go out. We're scared. We will bring our dolls out to the store, do groceries, shop with them. We will bring them out for many different activities. We're not like scared. I have a sling I put him in, and he's him. I better show him my Malachi. He's my baby. I call him my boo. And he goes everywhere with me. So, yeah, I have a sling I put him, and then I just walk around. So, yeah, and again, yeah, like with Sarah, we also do the outings like we were talking about.
Yes.
And so also, I have to say hospitals is my second home, as I'm always there. I have been in hospital most of my life. I've done operations after operations after operations. So I have to, sometimes if I'm in the hospital, I have to get activities. So a lot of times I have to bring stuff from home in the hospital and just do stuff. Draw. I love to draw. I love to color, and create things. My things are not they're not cartoonies like her. Mine are more realistic looking. So yeah, that's mostly mostly that I can think of the top of my head what I like to do, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's my activities. So we'll go to the next one. What is your favorite board game? So what was your favorite board game when you were little?
When I was very young, my mom bought us a mousetrap.
Mm-hmm.
because I was very young. Anyways, I still have the board. I still have everything in it. That's probably the only thing that I have as a board game that made it up to here. But yes, um, there's games that I like to play, like today. Uh, it's a game. Okay, it's an adult game, the card thing. I forgot the name again, but
Yeah, we
anyways,
have one too. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I like. Also, we used to play Trouble. We used to play. Anyways, it's another type of board
Board
game, but
game.
except it was they made it as a plastic, like
Mm.
a folding plastic,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a game that you can play. I just because I have migraine fog plus fibro fog, brain fog,
Yeah,
so
we do
I
get those. So we
forget.
forget things. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
like today I'm not much into board game because most
You
of them I
haven't played
lost them.
our board games. That's the
No,
thing.
because I never have the money to buy them.
You don't have to buy them. Kevin has tons.
Exactly. But that was way before I met
Yes,
you.
I'm talking
I
about now
mean,
though. You should try it. They're
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
But yeah, my
Mm.
pretty much. I love Google. It's
Yeah,
board games.
Boggle. It, you mean
Boggle,
Boggle. Yeah, it's
Boggle.
Boggle. Yeah,
Okay.
I like Boggle too.
I
Yeah.
love I love word game. I'm
Um,
good at figuring
Yahtzee
out.
was another good game.
Yeah,
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee. I had that one
Yeah.
way growing up.
Um,
More on my
I
side.
liked oh, what's it called around the track? It's
Oh boy.
oh
Game of Life. Could it be?
no, it's not
No.
that one. It's the one that we all played. Seriously, the name I see. I have the fog here. Um,
Yeah.
oh what? Damn it! It's a long game. You would play for a long time.
Sorry for the swearing. Oops.
Sorry.
Um.
um, I I got a blank. Seriously, I got a blank. See what I'm saying? We get blanks. I'm serious. After we get off this, I'm just definitely gonna.
You're
I'm
gonna
definitely gonna remember.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But other games that I really like, I'm just gonna get off here for a minute. I'll tell you because I have a lot of games that I like. We Kevin and I we play lots of board games.
Her
We find
husband.
it fun. My husband Kevin, yeah. We have Settlers of Catan. I love Pandemic. It's a fun game. It's a fun game with what you do is you try everybody tries to help each other so that we don't that the sick we don't get all sick, and if we die of sickness then the game is over. We have and then we also have Pandemic Legacy. We also have Risk. We have The Cure. The Cure is another good game too. The Cure is um, another game that you play as a group and try to prevent yourself from getting sick. And we have Lords of the Fries. That's more of a card game. It is fun. It's like you choose a menu and you have to make sure you can fill it out. So that's another game. We have um, Give Me the Brain. That's fun too. That's another board game, a good card game that we play. We also have Munchkin. One game that my whole family, me and my husband, my kids, we all play. We love it. We have not most. We have a lot of the Munchkin games that we put together. Very, very fun game. If you've never played it, you should try it. Because some people say don't like board games, but there's so many board games. I'm sure there's
Mm-hmm.
some that you maybe never tried. So yeah, and then more. This is just some of them that I have here near me that I can go get and look at. Um, so yeah, board games we've played a lot. I mean, like, I know I heard people say that board games are boring, but I don't believe that. I believe it's because it depends on the board game. You
Yeah.
know, that's
Yeah.
what I believe. So yeah, I don't have a favorite board game because I love a lot of board games. Because
Yeah.
especially the ones that my husband has are incredible. Lords of Waterdeep, that's another one. That's a really good board game. I've played with my kids. I played with my husband. It's very fun. Yeah. Okay. Next one is, what is your favorite book?
Oh my God. Sorry. As a child, I didn't read that much. But today, my favorite book, okay, Harry Potter,
I'll be right back.
the, the, the Mortal Instrument. I like also Vampire Academy, Twilight series, the Twilight Saga. Also, have many books. As soon as I found what type of book I liked, like if I get hooked on the first 2 pages, that's it. And the thing is, I have a very good imagination. So I see the story unfold in my head while I'm reading. So most of the time, my husband found that very funny because I would get all serious because I was trying to, reading.
Yeah.
And one time I had an appointment that day. Somebody was coming to my place, and I was so deep in the story. Like I have many books. Another one that is good also, that is based on a lot of it on reality. It's the one who did the Philosopher's Stone. He's
Monopoly. That was the one I was trying to remember. When I was
Okay.
younger, it was Monopoly. Yeah.
But in
Okay.
Harry Potter, they talked about the one who did the Philosopher's Stone. Nicholas Flamel. He really did exist. This is something I'm like, what? This is based on reality? That was in the 1700 to the 1800. And I got hooked on that. Like I read the whole series, and it's like, darn. Sorry for the word of cursing. I meant to say, darn. I wish there was more to read because I learned.
She loves books, though.
Oh
She's
my
just
God,
a big
yes.
book reader.
Especially as an adult, I love to go in the teen area, and I like to read different type of book. I like also I like the for the vampire werewolf, but not the werewolf you think.
Well,
More
like
like the
Twilight,
shapeshifter.
right? The Twilight. Yeah.
They call it werewolf, but really it's a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
But I loved it because there was just more about a. I like books that is not about biting each other, especially for vampires. It's more about family. How to come and say, okay, we have this, but that doesn't mean we can turn into these type of people or the bad guys. So they learn how to cope with it as a family, and they would go and cheat on something else than human. And little by little, their thirst became less and less. Um, they are able to control their thirst. So read Vampire Diary. I didn't like it.
I gotta go get that out.
Another thing I like also is reading. Like me, I never had children, so reading to a child, that was quite the experience. I did it with one of my daughters older, and I was reading to her like I would be reading to a child. And yeah, children books, I never had that at home. So we had to do something, improvise, like we say. going outside, find something to get our interest in. But I wish I would have learned to read, to love reading when I was young. Because today, I cannot get enough of it.
For me, it's the contrary. I'm not too much into books these days. When I was younger, I read a lot more than I do now. But I do still love to read books with my family, my kids. There's these scientific books that my young son, he's such a genius. He loves books, science books mostly. And so my favorite way is I don't have a favorite book, but I do love to read with my kids. Or I love reading children books online for my dolls. Like I saw this idea came from Suzanne. She started that, and I love the idea. So I do it too, and I love reading kids books to my kids or to people if they want to listen. So that's what I love. I mean, so I don't really have one. Yeah. So next is, what is your favorite PJ?
Me, it was the nightgown. Or in the 70s, they had these baby doll.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a top with puffy little diaper cover, but more like to cover your bum bum, like putting it on top of your underwear like a child.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have one pink. Silly me, because I wanted to. It doesn't fit me anymore, so I said, oh, I'm gonna try to do something for my doll. Big mistake, because I ended up screwing it up so bad. There was nothing
you can do about it.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to sew. But
that's another activity that we do together.
Yeah, sewing.
Sewing, hand sewing though. Machine sewing, I'm still trying to learn. She can't do machine sewing, but she's really good at hand sewing. She does very beautiful little booties. You should see them. She's so good at it.
I started with, first time I did it, I was like, if I put elastic, but not the one that they use for the candies.
Yeah, those are
no. But these one are made similar, but more resistant. So maybe if I turn it in the inside and start sewing it, we'll make like a little booty.
She should show some of her little ones with them. She's good at it. She's very good at it.
And I said, this doll, she had smaller feet than the others. I said, I'm gonna go do like this, tighter. Fit on the doll.
We did dolls socks with clothing, like we would sew like
when you have no money.
Yeah, you find ideas. Yeah.
And sometimes I would buy a PJ. And I said, oh dang, I bought it too big. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do the piece here. I end up sewing inside the bottom of the pants. I gave her the idea of the onesie that are very long.
Yeah, to cut it.
I cut it in the middle. I do a top and a bottom for the summer to sleep.
Yeah.
It's like a sleepwear or...
Yeah,
it's like a...
Sorry.
Yeah. These all came up from my brain. So if I do this like this, and I end up doing... for my boy, it's a nightgown, but it's Superman on it. It was a PJ, but again, the PJ, the doll sometimes say, my God, he floats in it. So I decided to cut the top. Then I realized, oh dang, because the way it was made, it had to do like booties, but more like long booties. That's just the length of his leg, and it was a booty. That came out of here too. So I love to invent new clothes for my dolls, and no clothes are being thrown away.
No, that's right. If there is bits and pieces, I'm thinking of getting rats, so we're gonna give them to them. If we just don't have anything to do, then we'll throw it out. But we try to keep as much material as possible to do whatever we can with it to salvage it. So it's not in the come on up. It's not in we're not packing garbage of clothing. Like they say. My favorite PJ. I don't. When I was little, I like just the pajamas with the buttons at the top and the bottom,
I
the
do
shirt and the
that
pants.
too.
I love that. Now I just like to be comfortable. I wear leggings and a top. That's it. I also wear them on the weekend or the days I'm not going anywhere. Leggings and top. That's it. Just what I wear when I'm not going anywhere.
And I forgot to say today, my piece of, I like to wear a nightgown, but sometimes, especially in the summer, I sleep with a simple top, underwear, sleep. And I never sleep with something on my feet. No socks. I can't stand socks, even when I was a child.
Well, there's times that at night I can't sleep with socks either. I think for me it was more as a child. I was bare feet all the time. All the time bare feet in the
Oh yeah,
house.
me too.
Always
Me
in
outside.
the house. But yeah, I was outside too in the summer. I would be outside bare feet also.
Yeah.
It's just something. Anyways, yeah.
Me bare feet. In the summer, I don't wear socks at all. All summer until it gets
Cold in winter because we get the snow and the cold and the minus
Yeah.
30 and the Canada weather in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's your favorite stuffed animal?
My favorite stuffed animal. I had one. I found it outside, close to my house. So, because we live in the country, my mom washed it. It's pink, which is my favorite color. But my little brother set his eyes on it. And I was like, and then he was crying because he wanted my teddy bear. Because I think it was a little rabbit. I don't remember because it was just a baby at that time, so I was about 6, 7 years old. And my mom would say, "Well, who's the grown up?"
Oh shit!
Shoot, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what happened is
Ah.
he ended up with the teddy bear that I had.
Now we're super dark.
Yes. So yeah, I was a little bit disappointed.
Come on.
It flashed, and that's it. Okay. Oh, it's off. Here we go.
All right. There you go.
So, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's still dark.
The only stuffed animal I had. Yeah. But one of my dolls I had since I was a baby. Well, that was 46 years ago.
Yeah.
She's only started to have problem with her eyes. I have to find a way to have new eyes for her and a body because 46 years old doll and I played with it so much. So my mom redid her body for temporary and always kept it. That's the only doll that survived my later after 12 years of marriage, we lost practically everything we owned. And that's one thing that didn't got ruined because it was in a walk-in closet. There was no carpet. So the mildew didn't and the mold didn't get in there. So yeah, that's my favorite stuffed animal. Every time I had one, my brother would get it because he was the baby. But yeah, today I'm skilled with dolls and have one teddy bear that a friend of mine gave me. And I have one, they call that marionette, but it's like a puppet.
Yeah.
But it's your hand that's
It's a
moving
marionette too, you can say.
Yeah,
Oh
marionette.
no, it has the marionette has a thing in English.
No.
Okay. No, I'm saying what it is. Okay. In English, but it's a puppet. Yeah.
But
Mm.
really, the most
Mm.
thing I had is starting only a couple of maybe 2, 3 years ago. I started having more and more old dolls. It
Mm.
started with my aunt after I lost everything. She bought it at a garage sale, just an old-fashioned doll.
Mm.
And the first time I come into her house and I saw all the beautiful old doll, I saw my aunt, meaning auntie. I love your dolls. And my eyes were like
Mm.
flashing. Like I was like, oh wow. I was in a toy store and a kid in a toy store.
Yep.
And then my aunt says, you really like these? She
Mm-hmm.
says, my God, I finally found someone who adores dolls and that
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she was very happy and that's when she bought
Well,
me that my first
she
big
didn't
doll.
expect anybody would like dolls like she did.
Was because most of
Mm.
my cousins have
Mm.
children, they have stuff to do, and
I have
sometimes they don't have,
children, but I do have dolls.
yeah, but they live in the country. And
Yeah?
also,
What
they
is
don't
that?
have the money. They have their
Mm-hmm.
kids to deal with.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Still had
plus,
I still had Barbies and I lived in the country.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, I have nothing to do with that. Just the way it
It
is.
is,
They
yeah.
were not that much into dolls. But me,
That's different,
yeah.
see?
But me, yeah. When they say stuffed animal, I had very little because my brother would end up with most of them.
Mm.
So yeah, me it's dolls.
Well, I had a bunny when I was in the hospital. I was 9.5, and doctor bought me it was a stuffed animal bunny, but it looked very realistic, and it was a also a puppet. So I would put my hands in him, and I would just make him move around. And nurses would come in my room and say, "Oh, you have a rabbit." They thought he was real. Every nurse that came into my room thought it was a real rabbit, and until I told them, "Look, it's a puppet." So yeah, the rabbit, I called him Brown Brown. So that was my favorite stuffed animal. Which one day become when I was out of the hospital, a lot older, I also ended up having my own bunny, my own rabbit, and he was my real rabbit, and I called him Brown Brown, and I had him around for a good many years. He was a floppy-eared rabbit, and he was big, like he was big rabbit. He was big, as big as my dog is here, and one day I had him in the basement because I had cleaning in my house and I wanted him out of the way, so I would put him in the basement. And I would leave him out of his cage. I always let him, because his cage is small. I didn't want him to leave him in a small cage. So I would have it open so he would run around and he could go in there. The cage, they're clean. You can potty train, not potty train, litter train a bunny. You can litter train a bunny. Anyways, and so somebody left the big door, basement door open, and he went outside. I thought I was it. I would never see my bunny again. So I ran out the door. I was frantic, and I ended up seeing my bunny there outside. I went to get him. He didn't even move, and I was able to bring him back in the house. That was shocking. Shocking. I didn't expect that. He was very smart too. He was very strong. He wouldn't let other like there's big dogs that were harassing him, and he bit that one dog, and he ran off, and he didn't come back and bother him. So he was yeah. Um, so yeah, that was my brown brown. So that's some very fond memories, and yeah, that came by because of my brown brown bunny that I called when I was young in the hospital. So that those are all the questions we follow. We've even been here almost an hour just talking about telling you our stories and knowing you get to know us even more now.
Yeah.
And so I think we are done telling our
Yeah.
stories. Oh yeah, I was late. I left a couple times because we baked. She baked the well. She made the bread and we baking the bread because I taught her. I'm teaching her how to cook some
Yeah,
stuff.
because
Mm.
gluten free
Gluten-free stuff
is
is not easy.
oh
You
no,
gotta
it's very
learn how
hard.
to cook a different way.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching. And hope you like our video. I hope you can watch it to the end if you can, because it's very fun. And hopefully you will do the tag also. And also go see the two people I mentioned above, like Weebie Dolls and what was her other name? Can't remember there for a minute because you get the fog. So it was Weebie Dolls, Wendy from Weebie Dolls, and Mandy Reborn fan, because they also did this video. I started by with Mandy. So, yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Okay, bye for now.